Hello, Paul. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, no, look forward to this discussion about the next major nonconformity.
This one, as we revealed last time, is also coming from ISO 9001, and it's already number 6 on our top 10 list, and is concerned to control of production and service provision.
No, it's really, really important that with this, that organizations remember again that we have to go back to the fundamental ISO 9001 requirements and make sure we're complying with those. Because now we've already seen 2 ISO 9001 requirements in the top 10. This requirement is, as you said, I think in your introduction, a very general requirement about how does an organization control their production process. And I think the reason that we see this in the top 10, if auditors are finding problems in production that are wider than just the control plan. So they're finding multiple problems. Maybe they're finding problems with the infrastructure, with the cleanliness of the work environment. They're finding problems around the competency of people, the validation of the processes. If they're finding multiple problems that are linked back to the lack of effectiveness of the production process, what auditors, I think, are doing is consolidating that as the objective evidence and saying, actually, it is a breakdown in the system of having an effective production process. And the most logical requirement to put the nonconformity against is 8.5.1. Well, I think that's why this appears in the top 10, albeit it's very, very general requirement. It's a catch-all for the auditor finding multiple problems in production.
And actually, you can find in more detail another clauses to rise in nonconformity. So it has to be really some major, risk of losing, the quality management system effectiveness in this regard. And again, this can be also a low-hanging fruit for a nonconformity. Because
I think that's a good point. That one of the definitions of a major nonconformity is multiple minor nonconformities against the same requirement. So I think the auditor has a choice. They might find 5 issues that all relate to the lack of effectiveness of production. They could write 5 nonconformities, link back to the specific IATF clauses about each of those, or they could consolidate the nonconformity and actually say it's a system breakdown about the management of production. And that's, I think, why we see it in the top 10. The auditors are consolidating the evidence, and rather than writing multiple minor nonconformities, they're consolidating it as an overall system weakness. The production process is not effectively implemented, could be the statement of nonconformity.
Yes. So actually, it would be hard for an auditor to avoid that kind of nonconformity if you see really a breakdown in the system.
I think it's a choice of the auditor about where are they trying to pitch the nonconformity. Where do they truly think the systemic weakness is? If they think the weakness is with production and the management of production by the process owner, then maybe there's a good reason to consolidate the evidence and raise it as one nonconformity against this requirement.
Yes, only later the way how to handle with major nonconformity is much more stressful. Yes.
And it can have more serious implications for the organization.
Okay, I think there is not that much to talk about this specific clause and the major nonconformity. So maybe let's jump to another one. It will be already the 7th one, and it will be about monitoring and measuring of manufacturing processes. So it will be clause 9.1.1.1.
Yeah, no, I look forward to that because that is very linked to the discussion that we had about control plan.
Yes. Okay, so hear you soon, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
you.